Welcome to Cineverse Theories. I'm your host Tyler, and today we're talking about the Marvel's post-credit scene and how it ties into Deadpool 3, X-Men, and the next two Avengers movie. I'm going to throw out a quick spoiler alert before we go any further.
And here we go.
So at the end of the Marvels, Monica Rambeau saves the day by closing a tear in the universe. She is then sent to an alternate timeline where she is reintroduced to her not mom and Beast.
How about that?
That's right, Kelsey Grammer is back reprising his role from X3 and Days of Future Past, and it's pretty dope to see another OG X-Men character in the MCU finally. And we're no doubt going to see more of these characters popping up really soon, but we will get to when and how in just a minute. So we see Monica wake up in what appears to be the underground lab in the X-Mansion from the Fox Universe's X-Men movies, or at least a lab that's very similar to it. And it's revealed that this is an alternate timeline because 1, Maria, her mom, is alive. 2, she doesn't recognize Monica, meaning there is no alternate Monica in this universe. And 3, well, the X-Men are here. So the question is, what version of Maria is this? Well, Beast refers to her as Binary, which in the comics was technically Carol Danvers, who, long story short, went through a bunch of weird things and unlocked this god-level power, resulting in her new persona, Binary. Now, I don't think this is the same Maria that we saw in Multiverse of Madness because, well... I think this was a version of Maria who existed in the original Fox X-Men universe, and we just never saw her make an appearance for obvious reasons. But see, the issue is Binary wasn't technically a mutant in the comics, and since there was no other heroes or villains inside the Fox universe besides the mutants, I don't know how that really works. So I think Marvel will probably just label her as a mutant in this universe, just to make things easier and past that whole weird comic arc that I mentioned earlier. And I do believe this universe is the same one that we saw at the end of Days of Future Past, because at the end of that film, Logan had reset everything we saw from the first 3 X-Men movie, and we were left in the year 2023 with everything and everyone thriving in the X-Mansion. It brought back Cyclops, Jean Grey, so it basically retconned everything that had happened. And I think they can use this to their benefit to kind of just pull out the things they don't really want, pick and choose what parts of that messy timeline that they want to use and what they don't want to use, but we'll see. So in the sacred timeline where the Marvels took place, it's around fall 2025, so we're just going to say it's 2025 in this universe as well. This gives them a 2-year window where Maria could have been introduced into the X-Men, and they probably won't ever really clear this up. Maybe we'll get some short backstory in another movie, but it doesn't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. But anyways, so what does all this have to do with Deadpool 3? My theory is Deadpool is going to bump into this universe's Wolverine while he's doing all of his time hopping like we saw him do at the end of Deadpool 2. And somehow the two of them are going to get transferred to another universe via incursion, or from Deadpool just being an idiot like usual.
What in the ass?
We've already seen in leaked images that Deadpool and Wolverine are fighting, and there's a giant fox statue in the background. So it's clear that this isn't just going to be a stable universe. I think it's going to be taking place in an incursion where 2 universes are meeting, or it could also be the same universe that the Secret Wars movie is going to take place, where it's just like a bunch of random stuff on the battlefield from all the incursions, and this is like the only stable area in all of the incursions.
What the f*** are you talking about?
But we already know we're going to see Deadpool and Wolverine team up and fight off or work with different variants of heroes and villains from different universes, and possibly deal with the TVA or whatever other madness is going on out there. There's so many rumors going around, it's hard to pick out what's true and what's not, and there's so many fan theories, but they could literally take this anywhere. I just hope they don't mess up. I hope they add on to it, not erase. But whatever happens in Deadpool 3, I think at the end we're going to see a post-credit scene of the X-Men using Monica's powers to hunt down and find their universe's Wolverine, which will take us into the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. And these are going to be the 2 massive Avenger movies, including people from all over the Marvel Universe. People like Sam Raimi Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, maybe even Punisher, Daredevil, you name it, they're probably going to be in there. It's going to be wild, and I'm here for it. That's our take on it. What do you think we're going to see in the upcoming Marvel projects? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.